Hey Aries, I'm Jude. Welcome to your weekly reading. Aries, this is a reading for the week of the 5th of August. And if you'd be happy to like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it because it's helping my channel grow. So thank you. I'm very grateful for that. And I hope you enjoy the reading. All right, so what's been happening for you? Underneath, we've got the Three of Swords. So it feels like you're healing and recovering from something that's been a little bit painful. Maybe some painful thinking, maybe somebody said something that, ouch, that hurt, but it's like you're regrouping after this because the Knight of Pentacles says you're kind of going, all right, stop, take time, this is where I'm at, this is what I've put time and energy into, what am I now going to plan for my future, how do I want to move forward? And you're not rushing this, Aries, you're just sitting still and looking at it, contemplating it. All right, so the week of, oh my gosh, a Tower, the week of the 5th of August. Now this is a big week because 4th of August is the new moon, and then the 8th of the 8th, we've got that Lionsgate portal. So there's a lot happening this week, Aries. So we may all be feeling that in our own lives, in our own ways. All right, so for Aries, lots change is happening. We've got a couple of fives on the table. Yeah. Underneath the Queen of Wands, this could be you, Aries. Wands are fire energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But the Queen of Wands is like got it all happening. She's very balanced, very passionate, inspired, intuitive, backs herself, confident, not gender specific, you know, it's just the energy of that. So what have we got this week? We've got a Tower. This is the sudden, unexpected Shazam moment that goes, I did not see that coming. And it's got the potential and the possibility to be an absolute game changer. So as you're sitting quietly on the side of the hill looking at what you're going to do, this happens, comes in out of nowhere, and it's followed by an Ace of Pentacles. So this feels like a massive opportunity. So Aries, it can be a person, an event, something someone says, an idea that strikes you while you're sitting on your mountainside having this moment. You might get this epiphany. Now the challenge in this is the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords, which I feel is an inner situation for you of inner conflict in your thinking. Like an old thinking pattern that kind of has you a bit locked in of maybe, oh, I couldn't do that, or what am I thinking, or, you know, it's like they're quite challenging cards because the Eight of Swords is quite unclear and not seeing, and you know when we can kind of lock into a way of thinking and it becomes a bit automatic and we don't see beyond that. And the Five of Swords says we can feel quite conflicted in ourselves, almost like an inner saboteur. So when we get these cards, it's often good to get more information, more details, more facts, because that helps free our mind up a little so that we can look and consider and get the clarity and the possibility of other ideas and ways of thinking. Because this Tower feels like it maybe is an epiphany that strikes you, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is huge. How would I do this? Oh, and conflicted kind of thinking. So what helps, you get the information, drill down a little bit and find out the facts, because that helps give you the clarity to make the choice. The Five of Wands says there are other people coming around this with you, Aries. It could be like a small group of business peers, workmates, family maybe even, where there's a bit of jostling and energy, and that feels exciting too. you've also got the card of Temperance, which is the card of Sagittarius in the tarot. So you may have a Sagittarian person around you. But this also gives us that moment of saying, just stay calm, give yourself a little bit of time to be in balance with this. And then it's got a huge potential and possibility. It's almost, I want to say, like, you've come through a lot of changes according to this as the feeling with it. And it's like, give yourself a minute to balance up, because there's a whole, like, almost like a rebirth or a renewal or something showing here. Now, I'm just asking what else will help you this week, and we got that Three of Swords again. So it's like, it's encouraging you to let go of the old thinking, or heal the old thinking, is the feeling with those cards. And I sort of want to sit them to the side there. What else helps Aries this week? What else helps Aries this week? Seven of Swords. It's like, take the lessons that this all taught you and move on. It's like you're evolving in your thinking. And, you know, these are general. That may not resonate for you. And we all have free wills, so you decide what you're doing. But it's like you've gone into an evolved place in your thoughts, in your thinking. I'll take those learnings, I'll take those lessons, and now I'm going to move forward. And the Four of Cups is you kind of contemplating this from an emotional aspect of whether you want to accept this or not. But as a helper card, it says maybe have a look, because it feels like it's being offered to you kind of a bit like the hand of God, kind of saying, here you go. And I say that with a lot of respect. That's just the feeling of this card. It's like being presented to you, and you decide whether you want to take it or not. But as a helper energy, it says maybe have a look at it, because the Ten of Cups is following it. And this is a very happy energy. It's emotional fulfillment. And the World card says there's an opportunity here to close out an old chapter, pause and take breath, which Temperance would suggest as well, and then you get this new beginning. It's a little complex this week. It's interesting. There's a lot going on, I feel, Aries. All right, I'm just going to close your reading out with a message from Spirit. And what have we got? Page of Cups, yeah, and King of Cups. A lot of emotions in this week, because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I often count Temperance as a cup card. Yeah, a lot of thinking and a lot of emotions. So you're in your head a little bit conflicted, hurt, ouch, how do I want to accept this? Maybe someone brings an offer of an apology. But in the middle of it all, you've got this unexpected something that drops in, just to give it a little bit of extra flavour this week. And then Page of Cups and the King of Cups say this is a new emotional energy for you. And King of Cups is very mature and wise emotionally intelligent, balanced, calm, kind, considerate, compassionate. Hold those energies as you navigate this. Give yourself a little bit of time and space, Aries, is what the cards would suggest as you work out what you want to do about this. Big week, it feels. All right, I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye from me, Aries, and I'll see you next week.